Hi there. Why is the word prepper a bad word? Why is it? I mean, we all prep in some form, some way. I mean, it's just natural. People who are, some people like keeping extra cleaning supplies. Some people like keeping, extra jackets on hand because of the winter or whatever the deal is. They keep extra toothpaste on hand or extra shampoo on hand, whatever, because they want to make sure they have that. So you are prepping. The thing is, the minute for a lot, it took people in my neighborhood to even get to the idea, to the thought of the fact is that what I do. I mean, I don't go in a lot of details about it, but they do know I buy things at auctions and stuff. They know that every piece of toy I picked up is at auctions. At first, I was just trying to do the flea market a little bit to earn some extra money until, my back just got to the point with just too much hassle. And on top of that was seasonal. And I found other ways to do things to make a little gas money, a little grocery money without having to travel so much. So people at first thought, okay, they're doing this. And it took a while for the man in my life to get more adapted to the suggestions and the thoughts I had to understand more about the way I'm thinking on things. And if I tell somebody, you know what, I buy 4 cans of coffee, and I get the look like, well, first it was like, why do you do that? Blah, 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 blah. Then I hear people finally say, whatever suits you. That's what you want to do, fine. If that whatever suits you, and then you see the eyeballs roll up in the head, like, the store is just right down the road. And why don't you just go to the store when you need it to begin with? Well, I don't like going to the store. No more than I have to. Don't enjoy it. I'm not a shopper. I don't enjoy spending all day going from one store to another. I hear people say, well, I couldn't find it at this store, so I went to another store to get it, and they wasn't there, and then I went to another store. Well, by the time they spent the gas to try to save $1 or two on it, they still spent the gas. And they only get one thing. Well, if you're going to catch it on sale, buy 4 things. Now, I have a tendency to buy things in threes and a tendency to buy things in four. It's just part of my OCD, part of my disorder. I like buying things in threes and fours. I'm comfortable with that. Sometimes I'll buy in fives. That's just the way my brain thinks. If I catch it on sale and how much money I've got, I will buy up to 5 of them if I have the money to buy it. But most of the time, I like to buy in threes and in fours, and then I calculate how long it's going to last me. That's part of my disorder. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. But if I tell somebody, well, I got this at an auction, and they'll say, why did you get it? Well, you never know when I need it. I got a bunch of pads and tampons and stuff given to me at one of these auction places, and they said, why'd you get all that? I said, well, you can put the tampons in a bullet wound. You know what? That thing a pad will stop the bleeding. It'll soak it up and stop it. You never know if you're going to need it. If you get cut real bad or something, you never know if you're going to need them. So, yeah, it's nice to have them on hand if I need them. I keep a few tampons in my first aid kit. I never know if something's going to happen, and I may need it to help stop some kind of bleeding. So, I don't really use the word prepper. I tell people about things I do. I get a few more subscriptions by talking to people. I've been passing out my card, trying to get people involved. Check my site out. There's a variety of stuff because I want to share what I learned. Do I remember everything I learned? Of course not. But the thing is that the word prepper is a bad word for majority of the people. Unless you meet somebody that's into this, as you are. But everybody's different. I seen this group. It was a militia group in Ohio. I was like, Okay, so, I haven't signed up for it. Be a good thing to sign up for. I might get some more Ohio people to subscribe to me. But they go around and they got it posted. And that's fine. And then you've got people who are into other things. But the fact is, when I hand them a card and I tell them some of the stuff that I'm doing, they look at me like, you're strange. Well, maybe I am. When I tell them what my name is, Life Prepper, they just like, yeah, okay, I'll check it out. And I have no intention of checking it out. No intentions at all. I seen one guy who was some kind of zombie group. I walked up to him and says, I see you got this here on it. And he just automatically, because people probably has given him a hard time. So I wrote down my site. I said, check my site out. Oh, okay. But I understand where he's coming from on that. People will ridicule you when you talk about things like that. They don't want to hear it. They think prepper is a bad word. To them, going down to the store is convenient enough. Going and getting your fast food is convenient enough. I love the fact I can go to the store. I love the fact I can order something to eat. But I don't have to have it. My goal is to be off grid more, to buy a place. Problem is, I just don't have the money. I'm trying to figure out how to get the money. I'm trying to figure out how to get someone to do land terms or own a contract so I can afford to get off grid more. I'm trying to figure out how to make the money. So, but the thing is that I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of the people. I'm tired of the looks. I'm tired of the eyeballs rolling up in the head. I'm tired of people, you know, won't invite me to their dinner things because, I worked at this place for a while and they was all going out to dinner. And one day I was just finally in tears because I was getting really outcast on it because I didn't hide what I did, basically. I talked about it. They didn't hide it. I was looked at in such a way and I got outcast. And I was in tears over it. And I said, I said, I don't know, then I said, what really upset me was the only reason I got invited was because I happened to be sitting there. All the other times, they never even bothered to invite me. They always kept me as that overall outcast. So now I just don't care. I've learned not to let it bother me like it did. But prepper is a bad word. You say you're a prepper, they'll pretend they're interested, or they'll avoid you totally, or they'll roll their eyeballs up in the head. And you can a lot of times hear when you're walking off saying, I stocked this up and I stocked that up. And they just roll their eyeballs up in their head and they smile at you. And as soon as you walk away, they're talking about, man, that woman's crazy. That man is crazy. I don't know why he's buying all this stuff and stocking up the way he's doing. Do you know he's got 40 gallons of water in his house? That man is stupid. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Do you know this guy has got more ammunition than he thinks? He thinks there might be a zombie attack. This one here is, you know what? Something's wrong with that woman. She's worried about a virus outbreak. Do you know how much of that plastic roll she has? How much she has outfits she has for the family. They do grills. What is wrong with these people? We got the government to take care of us. We're going to be taken care of. Why do they worry about all of that? So as a prepper is a bad word. No matter what you feel on, whether you feel there is a sun explosion deal, earthquakes, like the dinosaur times, the planet gets cold, a change in food, a change in climate, a change in people, a change in anything. We have scientists, military, governments around the world that are experimenting on things that they say they're not doing, and we know they are. It's black ops, blue ops, pink ops, whatever you want to call it. We know it's there. And it can happen. But because we want to be prepared, and we're not saying all of us is going to survive, and it ain't going to happen. Many of us is going to meet our end. within the first few weeks or the first few days for whatever flute of a deal, something happens and you are going to end the end. You may not be in the right location. You may be sick. You may anything. It could be any reason for whatever. You may not last within the first few days. You may not last no more in the first few weeks because you got other people out there that's going to be now who made fun of you, who smiled at your face and then talked about you behind your back, are there to take your stuff. Maybe the so-called bug out place you have is 7, 8 hours away, 10 hours away, 12 hours away under a normal circumstance. Normal circumstance. And you think you're just going to get in the car and just drive up there to it. It's not going to happen because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be going by foot. You're going to be doing the thing to get there. And the problem is the prepper word is a bad word, and you're going to have people that's going to take what you got if it does happen. Many people does it for a budget. So prepper is a bad word no matter what you think. They just roll their eyeballs up in the head and think you're crazy until the day something does happen. It's a shame to feel like it. It's a shame that you have to choose your words careful. And it's a shame that you just got to the point you just don't talk to people about it because it's a waste of time if they don't want to hear it. And it's a shame you've got to be careful what you say or what you have stocked up because people are going to be knocking at your door. Prepper is a bad word. It's all it is to it. And it's a shame that it is. This is Life Prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.